All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Greenlight Bar, and welcome to the Playlisted Podcast. You should make some noise. Perfect. Beautiful. We're killing it. All right, everybody, for y'all that don't know how this goes, Austin's going to explain it. And we have two very special guests, one that just walked by. Y'all are going to love to hear what they have to say. We're looking forward to a great time here on the Playlisted Podcast. I always try to remember what episode it is, and I have not done it one time this whole year. 32. Episode 32 of the Playlisted Podcast. All right, y'all. Without further ado, introducing your host of the Playlisted Podcast, Mr. Austin Burke.
What's up, Greenlight Bar? How we feeling? Yeah. All right. It's going to be a good night. Very excited about the show tonight. And very sad by some news that I saw on social media today. Our boy, my sidekick over here, is moving to Charlotte.
I am moving. Yeah.
Wow. Gosh.
Yeah.
Hit the music. There you go. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to miss you. This is not the last episode with you.
No. We'll just be sad about it every week.
We're going to be sad every week. But you announced today.
I did,
so
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about like what made you, quick answer.
It's definitely, my whole family's there. It's not where I grew up, but my brother and sister-in-law who met here in Nashville live in Charlotte. The rest of my family is in Columbia. Been here for 9 years. I don't really talk about this a lot, but I'm 39, which is older than I'd like to be. Yeah, thank you for clapping. I love that. Love that. And, some of it is like, I want to go see if I can make music work there. I play on Broadway full-time, so I'm already just playing covers. The idea of playing acoustic at a brewery sounds maybe a little nicer than people throwing up on my gear, which I'm not mad at that.
Does that happen?
Close for sure.
Holy shit.
I used to do late nights at Whiskey Row, if y'all have ever been there, past the witching hour. But my family's there. My parents are still very functional, but they're getting older. My dad's going to be 70 at the end of the year, so get older, priorities kind of shift. So I want to try. And then if I completely hate it, I'm young enough to come back, hopefully, and figure it out.
Well, we love you. You always have a place here. And I know the news just broke, but we're going to miss you.
Yeah, I'm
going to miss
Austin saw it on the Daily Mail.
Well,
right?
dude, Dean was in my wedding. I mean,
I was.
like, you're one of my best friends, so
I
love you, brother.
Appreciate
gonna
it.
miss you. We're gonna have a big celebration. This is just the beginning of the sadness. But I want you guys to get really loud for some of my really good friends. They are the founders of a site you've definitely heard of, a country lifestyle brand, and just something that's crushing it, Country Rebel. But they're some of the best guys I know in town. Give it up for Kevin and Darin Blue. Welcome, boys. How you doing? These, I don't know if you could hear me backstage. I was just talking you up a little bit. You guys are obviously like super successful and have created an incredible brand. But I want to get to know the guys behind the brand, and I want everybody to kind of know what it takes to run a company like you do. But also just you're some of the best dudes I know. So I'm pumped to have you. I want to say this, like, you guys hear music all day, but beyond that, you guys are country music fans. And so you're going to give these artists that are coming up to perform a perspective of like, hey, we're just fans. You know what I mean? And I think at the end of the day, we strive to get record deals and we strive to get publishing deals. And we strive to sell a lot of tickets, but you can't sell tickets without fans. So I'm excited for your perspective and all that. I'm going to explain for a second a little bit about what's going to happen for anybody here for the first time. For you guys, basically we have 6 artists tonight. They're going to come up, they're going to perform a song, and we're going to give them honest feedback, good or bad, whatever we think about the song, we're going to tell them. And I think it's good sometimes to hear stuff that you could do different things you're doing right, things you're doing wrong. And then we're going to get to know them. It's going to turn into a podcast. We get to ask them questions about who they are, what makes them tick, why they moved to Nashville, all that fun stuff. So before we do that, tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and who you are.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? My name's Kevin Blue.
I'm Darin Blue.
Thanks for having us, Austin. This is awesome. Give it up one time for Austin Dean and the Playlisted podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's cool to be here. We appreciate you having us on, and we're excited to see this format. I think it's really cool. It's really innovative, and we've been in the country music business since 2014. Baptized in country music by our mom long before that, and we're brothers. Moved here from San Diego 6 years ago, and yeah, you want to?
Yeah, just appreciate the kind words, bud, and we got nothing but respect for you too, because you got that dog in you. You got to have that dog in you, and that's what it is when it comes to being an artist, being a creator, and just being somebody who's hungry and wants to do more. And so you definitely got that too, and you just got to hustle. And so appreciate all the kind words, and we're excited to be here tonight, and thanks for having us, brother.
Of course, yeah. Well, let's just get it started. Let's get the first artist up here, and then I'll ask you guys all the questions. But let's see who we got here. You read it. He doesn't know how to read. Me no read good.
No habla.
Oh shit, Aaron Newsom.
Aaron Newsom.
There you go. Come on up here.
Let's go.
Please come to the stage.
So, tell us a little bit about Country Rebel. How did the brand get started?
I'll take it. So basically we just started as fans of country music, as you pointed out, and Kevin and I, my brother right here, we've been hustling and trying to find our way with business and different things all our life. I mean, we've been in business together technically since we were pulling weeds in the yard. And so
I love that.
Yeah. So really we
Overworked
had our
and underpaid.
Overworked and underpaid by our mom, that's for sure. But
Love you, Mom.
really we just found something that we were finally passionate about, something we could go all in with, and country music was that. It was everything that we wanted to be a part of, as far as the community, the people, the music, the values, patriotism, being proud of your country. And that's what country music is, or that's what it is to me. So that's what pulled us in.
I love it. And then, so you loved country music, and what sort of made you find, your stride with Country Rebel? Like, first of all, where does the name come from? And then how did you basically turn it into what it is today?
Yeah, so try to condense that down because it's a long story, but everyone's a little bit rebel, at least, or wants to be. And, we were looking for a name that had a little edge to it and obviously embodied country and country music. And we started looking at domain names and other things, and we had started a bunch of different businesses before that. And then when we found the name Country Rebel, we're like, holy shit, how is this not already taken? And so we just fell in love with that concept and that name. And going way back to the early days of Facebook, much like the recent boom on TikTok during 2020 and all that, we were kind of the tail end of Facebook. So we were like, not the early days of Facebook. We're not that old, but we're older than we look. And we started growing a community on Facebook, and then we kind of leveraged that to just build an audience and build our value. And as we built our value, we were able to leverage that into artist partnerships. We always wanted to work with artists and be more involved in the music side of it. And so we started working with little local artists back in San Diego, and eventually had lots of artists coming out to our office that we had at the time in San Diego, started doing live sessions. We've now built that into a acoustic sessions. We do a little bit of clothing and merch. We have a ranch out in Ashland City. We have 30 acres out there that we rent out for artists to do photo shoots, music video shoots. What else do we do? It's kind of a lot of stuff.
I mean, a little bit of everything, but yeah.
News and media is still our core.
The brand itself, Country Rebel, it's, kind of like Kevin was saying, everybody, I think deep down wants to feel a little, like they have a little bit of that rebel in them or something at some point in their life. They want to separate from the crowd, even if you are somebody who's, a little more straight edge and whatnot. And I think it appeals to a lot of people. And maybe it was still available because, Confederate South and being a controversial time at the time and people, pulling away from that kind of stuff. But said, no, this is it right here, new instantly.
I love it. Well, we got our first artist of the night, and I just want to say, we talk about hustle and grind and how much it takes. Like, this isn't just a hobby. If you want to be an artist, it's a full-time job. And I posted last night. It was late. It might have been 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a Sunday. We had somebody drop out. They had a family emergency. And I got a message right away from Mr. Aaron Newsom. He was on a couple weeks ago. And I just want to say this. This guy lives 7 hours away in central Illinois. Is that correct? And he said, man, I'm on my way. I'm driving. I'm driving in the morning. And, I respect the shit out of that. I respect the hustle. You don't have to be from Nashville. This is not by the way, I know we have a lot of country artists, but this is not a country music show. This is a music show. And this guy, it's also not a Nashville show. It's a music show, and Aaron made it happen all the way from Central Illinois. So we're pumped to have you, brother. Thank you for making the drive. He stopped one time to take a shit. No, I'm just kidding. What song? Oh, I think you sent it to me. Yeah, you did. So everybody give it up for Aaron Newsom singing his song, Dead Animal Bar.
Well, I walk on in through the little red door, and there's the same old fella from the night before. I'm Bob, this is Ringo, and this is our bar. The people come to see us no matter how far. Grab a beer, take a shot, better yet take four, when you're here at Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar. Well, the slots are really spinning and the drinks are fast. And back out in the alley, Mitchell's kicking some ass. The deer on the wall, they're laughing at me, while I fail to let the lady let me buy her a drink. The bartender asked, should I call you a car? No, I'm staying at Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar. Whoa, I want a Budweiser bottle, followed by 6 different shots of different whiskey flowing into my lips. At the end of the night, when they call final call, I buy one more round for the whole damn bar. There's an old man in the corner and he's got a big stick. All the people call him Moses and he walks with a limp. A regular here and he's got his own spot, Monday till Sunday till 11 o'clock. When he raises his arms, no, the seas don't part. Not here at Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar. Oh, I want a Budweiser bottle, followed by 6 different shots of different whiskey flowing into my lips. At the end of the night, when they call final call, I buy one more round for the whole damn bar. It was 1:15 midnight, I heard a little clatter, so I got up from the bar to go see what was the matter, when a crazy little lady took a best shot at me, and now she's got me bleeding from my head to my feet. If you want to know how I got these scars, it was here at Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar. It was here at Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar. Thank you all very much. I appreciate that.
Aaron Newsom. Hell yeah, dude. God, so he was on a few weeks ago, and he talked about how Elvis Presley and who else are some of your inspirations?
Like Elvis, like Sam Cooke, a lot of that old, soulful, gospel-y type of growly sound from the South.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool for me to hear country music that sounds like a traditional Zach Top type. Not traditional like Zach Top, but you know what he's doing now. It's that traditional style. But then you hear Aaron kind of put his like flavor on it, and it does. I mean, it's Elvis Presley and Sam Cooke, all those guys you just said, mixed in with a traditional sound, and it's really cool, man. I think I love that song, and I'm excited more about like the shit that you're gonna do and the sound that you're creating. I feel like is just so original. I've never heard anybody sound like you.
Thanks. Thank you.
It's very cool.
What's your favorite gospel song?
Oh, my favorite gospel song, probably. There's too many really good ones to pick a favorite. But
Which one do you kill?
Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Yeah, that's it. I mean.
All right.
That's
I get demonetized every time I do this, but play us first chorus. Let's do it. I don't give a shit. You're that good. I don't need the money.
I appreciate you, man. Will the circle be unbroken? Oh, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, I told that undertaker, won't you please drive slow. For that lady you are holding, oh, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Come on. Take us to church, Aaron. Let's go. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had him play that because I was hoping for the same. You might be okay. That might be in public commons or some shit. It's old enough.
Oh, man.
It might be.
But yeah, man, I dig it. You sound great. You know, I like that you're thinking outside the box. You know, Dead Animal Bar is not a It's not a cliche title. It's not something that's probably ever been heard outside of you writing that song.
Yeah.
Hearing you sing "Will the Circle Be Unbroken," I feel like I like what you're doing already. I think you should lean into that too, and that soulful sound.
Oh yeah.
Just like Austin was hinting at, and you know, you drove 7 hours to get here on a whim. Apply that to everything you do.
Oh yeah.
In your business.
For sure.
Love that. What else, Darin? You think anything else, man? I mean, you hadn't played that song. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about loves Elvis and the South and the Southern sound, and I knew you would have something that would be amazing in there, and so you did awesome, man. That was killer. Your song was killer. Your cover right there, singing that gospel song, really impressed, man.
Thank you.
And driving here, I mean, I just respect so much somebody who would pick up like that and boom, 7 hours on there just for that opportunity, just for this moment right here. And so nothing but respect for you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Hell
yeah. I think you're on your way, man. And again, get connected here in the bar. I know there's a lot of artists here, a lot of people that are songwriters. And if you're watching the show, reach out to Aaron, hit him up on Instagram. Try to set up some rights. I think you need to write here. You need to get some co-writes set up, but dude, you're a stud and you're a star, and I think it's about time the world has heard who
Thanks,
Aaron
brother.
Newsom is. So
I appreciate
give it
you,
up.
man.
Absolutely, brother.
Thank
that
you very
song's
much.
A-listed, by the way, when it comes out. Yeah.
It's out.
Oh, it's out.
It's out.
It's out. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, brother. Oh yeah.
I do really want to know what a dead animal bar. I think I have an idea.
Smells like?
Okay.
Or just
No,
I'll give
I
you.
don't want to know.
I'll
what it
give you the
smells like.
story here real quick. When I started, there's a bar in Pontiac called Bob and Ringo's Dead Animal Bar, and not a whole lot of people play in Pontiac, but when they do, that's one of the spots that they go to. So I was like, all right, I'll play it, my hometown bar, and they like wouldn't book me. And then somebody would play there, and then I would message somebody, and I still wouldn't get booked. And somebody's like, you know what? I'm gonna write you a song that you're gonna want to book me for, and they did.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, they did.
Let's go.
So yeah, the Dead Animal Bar. That's what it's called. I'm a frequent flyer there. Since I wrote that song, I haven't paid for a drink.
Let's
Good.
go.
Well, if
That
you're in
place.
Pontiac
Hell
and
yeah.
you see Aaron Newsom, you better buy him a drink because there's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to buy him a drink anymore. He is on his way. So give it up one more time for you.
I appreciate
Come
you,
on.
boys.
So if you guys were wondering what that sound was, what does it mean to make the A-list? There we go. So the A-list is we have a Spotify, Apple Music playlist. It's some of the best music we've heard. We've had over 200 artists perform. But beyond that, it's starting to mean a little bit more. We have a radio station in Arizona who is now starting to support the A-list, and they're also about to do an hour segment on just A-listed music, which is very exciting. It's Chris Bennett's The Morning Brew, Q Country 92.5 in Arizona, and they're supporting the A-list and these artists, and sometimes these artists get to hear their song on the radio for the first time, and it's so cool. So we got that, and then also shout out to Pickers Vodka. We have $5 Pickers Vodka at the bar. A guy you guys might have heard of, Scott Borchetta, bought Pickers Vodka and happens to own a record label here in town. Small label. Big label. Big Machine. And Big Machine has now partnered up with Pickers, and Pickers is one of our sponsors. And if you make the A-list, we're doing a show every month where 2 artists get to perform in front of the Big Machine and our staff. Getting artists in front of the label, being able to get a chance, man. Just have a chance in this crazy town, I think, is what it's all about. So very excited about that. So that's what the A-list is. But, well, you know what? Let's get the next artist up. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's get the next artist.
And the winner is Christy Huff.
Let's go.
Nice, dude. Great fucking read there.
Strong radio voice.
Christy Huff. All right. I should say, by the way, we have a bucket right there. Mikey, will you hold that bucket up? We have a bucket. If you're in the crowd tonight and you want to perform, we are going to do at least one bucket pull. So put your name in the bucket if you're just drunk enough to do it. If you're a star, put your name in the bucket. At some point, man, I want to have this show be all bucket pulls. So that's going to happen at some point. But for now, we do it like this. So I want to touch on something that I really love about Country Rebel, and it's the fact that you guys have always been traditional. In an era when it was like very pop country heavy, you guys have always stayed to your roots, to who you are, and I think maybe to the music you grew up listening to, and now it's come back around. So what would you say, because I mean straight up, like obviously you had a cult following, but it wasn't as big. It wasn't the popular thing to do. You guys were rebels in country music, right? So now you see this wave of traditional coming back. Explain a little bit about maybe the music you grew up on and kind of how you've always stayed true to those traditions and values.
Yeah, I mean, you know, our kind of touched on it at least just a little bit, but our mom baptized us in 90s country growing up, 90s, 2000s, you know, Clint Black, Garth Brooks, Shania, Faith, Tim, anything, you know, you name it,
You guys
Dina
just did a
Carter.
thing with Randy Travis too. Randy Travis.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate to work with a lot of several of the icons of,
Wow.
you know, different generations, and part of what we pride ourselves on also is celebrating the legacy of country music, which I think this town is great at, but also terrible at. It's, once it no longer becomes the hot thing, it's kind of like the labels go on to whatever's next, but there's still a lot of people that love, the legacy of a Loretta Lynn or, Conway Twitty or whoever it is, and one of our good friends down the road's Jesse Keith Whitley's son. So we love celebrating that legacy of country music. We just, kind of started out with what we knew and loved. We also listen to all forms of country music at the same time. So we just love people that are artists, entrepreneurs, that are chasing a dream, that have the guts like Aaron to go on a whim and drive 7 hours to chase that dream. And it's cool to see it come back around.
To me, playing acoustically is just kind of the ultimate test. And if you can't perform acoustically and just you, guitar, and a microphone, I mean, that's, to me, kind of the heart of country music and the ultimate litmus test. So, for people that can do that, I think that's where country music is rooted in being that kind of simple. And so a lot of times people make things complicated. And so I think the simplicity of it is just what I've always loved and what appeals to me. And when somebody can do that and has just that God-given talent, that's where it's at.
100%. And I also want to, I never really touch on this, but I do want to say something about what you just said. I made sure, and I write all the artists, and I say, do not talk about your song before you perform. Just go up and perform. And it's one song for a reason, because I feel like if you can come up and you can perform a song and you can wow the crowd without talking about it, without getting everybody on your side before, just performing, like you said, it's the most authentic and real thing, and it's so fucking hard to do. I hope everybody understands, like, it is the hardest thing to do. And so it's very special to see these artists come up and perform a song. I mean, what you're watching, what you're witnessing, what you're seeing is just, it's incredible every single week. So, I'm glad you said that, because it's so real, man. So true. All right. Well, we got our next artist. Give it up for Miss Christy Huff singing her song, Cosmic Cowgirl.
Down to take off, I'm gonna saddle up dirt as it's picking up the stardust. I'm just chasing my own gold rush out west. Spreading my wings, gonna fly with every step. 'Cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl that is shining, yeah. I'll keep on riding, yeah. I'll keep on riding. I'm a long way off the beaten trail, crazy mood to light me, galaxy that got me when I'm lost in space, wrong time, wrong place. Gotta call me by the tail, won't forget my face. Supersonic, radiated atomic. If it's a rocker, I don't want it, 'cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl. Cosmic cowgirl. Keeping me believing, floating in these boots, walking on air. Gravity can't hold me down way up here. 'Cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl that is shining, yeah. I'll keep on riding, yeah. I'll keep on riding. I'm a long way off the beaten trail, crazy moon to light me, galaxy that got me when I'm lost in space. wrong time, wrong place. Gotta call me by the tail, won't forget my face. I'm supersonic, radiated atomic. If it's a rocker, I don't want it, 'cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl. Cosmic cowgirl. In a world of shadows, I can see the day glow, living like I've already made it over the rainbow. 'Cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl out of shining, yeah. I'll keep her riding, yeah. I'll keep her riding on the low way, off the beaten trail, crazy motor like me, galaxy, they got me when I'm lost in space. Wrong time, wrong place. Gotta call me by the tail, won't forget my face. I'm supersonic, radiated atomic. If it's a rocker, I don't want it, 'cause I'm a cosmic cowgirl, cowgirl. Whoa, I'll keep riding, riding. Cosmic cowgirl. Whoa, I'll keep shining, shining.
Christy. Oh yeah. I ask questions for everybody that comes up. You're from Arizona.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, me too. Where from?
Mesa?
Nice.
Yeah, how about
Very
you?
Cool. I'm from Scottsdale.
Okay.
What part specifically in Mesa?
Like I went to Mountain View High School, if that makes
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Southern
know
and Lindsay.
exactly.
Yeah.
My wife's grandma lives in Dobson Ranch.
Okay. Yeah. That's like
I don't know. It's by where
Mesa's
the
big,
Cubs
man.
where the Cubs play spring training.
yes. Okay.
There we go. Very cool. So how did you get into country music, and tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, well, as you know, kind of like growing up in Arizona, there's like a strong Western, influence. So I grew up, in the era of like Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert. My parents loved like Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. So that's who I grew up listening to and singing. I started with just singing, and then I had a voice teacher that was like, if you really want to make it in country music, you got to write songs. So then I started writing songs, and as you know, you just kind of keep on going, and the journey just never stops. Yeah.
For sure. No, I definitely heard those influences in your voice. But you also have like a deeper voice too, and kind of like a soulful thing to your voice. Have that song was like very much I could hear, like a Carrie or a Miranda singing it. Like, have you ever leaned into some of the more soulful stuff?
Yeah. Definitely like soulful. I liked, singing like Gladys Knight, like kind of like that kind of stuff also growing up, or even just like Maren Morris, type stuff. But in the age of like country pop, that's kind of what I call myself, is country pop, because I feel like for country I'm too pop, and for pop I'm too country, so I'm like, I'm just country pop,
Yeah.
So leaning into like the more soulful kind of would be fun.
Yeah, well, I just like when you hit, I think it was mostly in the verses, but like there's a raspy kind of vibe you were writing that I really loved that part of your voice, and I want you to, I don't know, maybe it's just try it and see, but like I think you should lean into that a little bit more, because it was, you hit some runs too, like you have a very, very good voice, like
Thanks.
You hit a couple runs on the lower end, which is hard to do. Most females hit the high runs, but you were hitting some of those.
I'm an alto.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I guess my only like thing that I would say is like hit that, write a song that's geared towards your voice, that's hitting those low notes. You have a really sick voice. It's very original and very cool. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree with that. When she was digging in there, that was beautiful. So, tell us about Cosmic Cowgirl. What's the story of the song? What's the background?
Yeah, the background was, I'll just be honest with you guys. So I was in Arizona playing a festival, and I got a T-shirt that said Cosmic Cowgirl. And as a songwriter in all of us, I'm like, hey, that's kind of a cool title for a song. So then I got with my co-writers, Philip Pence, Mason Douglas, out here in Nashville. And to me, what that means is, I come from a family of doctors, and then I'm kind of the black sheep of the family. I'm like, I'm going to become a musician. So, this song to me, it's kind of about following your own, star, your own arrow, wherever you go. Yeah, exactly. So that, to me, that's kind of what it is about and kind of embodies. And then bringing in like the cool, like Arizona, I guess features of like the desert sky. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
for sure.
You've opened up for some pretty amazing artists, Toby Keith Urban, Jason Aldean, and others. What's one thing you've taken away from watching them perform or just them doing their craft?
Yeah, I mean, just the way that they can not only like perform, like sing, but then also just how they interact with the crowd. Because for me, I grew up pretty shy, and the way that I would kind of, express myself was through singing. But for me, the hardest part playing live is being able to communicate with the audience in between songs, So watching, people like Keith Urban, it's like watching your friend who can just kind of talk to you. So aside from just like their amazing, like, talent of being singers and songwriters and all that kind of stuff, but also just their ability to be able to really perform, So, I've been super lucky to be able to like see those people live.
Do you think you struggle like trying to connect in between songs? Like you can perform, but do you find yourself having a hard time trying to figure out what to do in between?
That's always been the hardest thing for me. I just got off of I was touring all summer. Like yesterday was like my 20th show. Every weekend I've been somewhere new, and I feel like the more I play, the more I, get better at it. But still, I'm like a shy person, to begin with. So
no, I get that. I get that totally. I think if I have any advice, because it's hard sometimes, especially. I don't know what it is, but like as an artist, you feel somebody once told me they're like, you got to be on. You got to be on, right? Like always on, always ready. Like Dolly Parton, ready for any question, any interview. Like there's also this point too where you're just like, fuck it. Yeah. And I want you to walk on stage and I want you to just say, fuck it. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And I'm going to find one person that likes me in the crowd and I'm going to sing to them. And I guarantee you, just try it next show. Just sing to like one person on the right side, one person in the middle, one person on the left, right? And just see what happens.
Nice. Make eye contact.
Yeah. But I promise you, I know it's hard to like, you're singing to a bunch of people. What do I say? I don't want to mess up. Just say, fuck it. I'm good. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to connect with 3 people in the crowd and just watch what happens.
Nice.
I was just going to add to that also, like, I mean, you don't want to come off as you don't belong there, but like lean into that vulnerability.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's what creates connection too at the same time. Like it's okay, like act like you belong there because you do. Yeah. But also don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
That's good advice. Yeah.
For sure. Actually, I have something on that. I played my first arena show opening up for Billy Currington, and I was so nervous. My hand was shaking. I could not get the chord right. And there's a part in my show where I start out playing acoustic guitar, singing by myself, and I literally I tried 4 times and I couldn't get it right. Yeah. And I was like, guys, I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, this is my first arena show. I'm so fucking nervous. And like everyone went crazy. It was just that one moment where I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm very nervous right now. And I think, like you said, people love that authenticity. And
it's more relatable.
And I have more people from that show literally today DM me and write me and be like, man, I'm rooting for you, whatever it is. And I know it's because I was super vulnerable on stage and I screwed up. So lean into that. That's great advice, man. I love that. Tell us before you leave, what do you want, what's coming up next for you and what should we be excited about?
Yeah, well, next I'm gearing up to release my next single. I kind of, release a new song about every 6 to 8 weeks, and it's been a minute because I was touring a lot this summer. But I have a new song coming out next month called Hypothetically Speaking. And then I'm going back to Arizona in October, playing some festivals out there, and then doing kind of an East Coast run in November. So yeah, and a lot of writing, of course, always.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Well, you guys have anything else to add or?
She's got her own podcast. Yeah. Let's hear about that real quick.
Yeah. So I have dyslexia, and I started a podcast during COVID. interviewing, like different people who also struggle with learning disabilities and child psychologists and like special ed people, just to kind of like raise awareness, because it's one of those things that people don't really know about or understand, and it kind of affects people differently. And for me, like personally, it's made a huge difference in my life because I, geared towards music because I wasn't a great student, so it kind of helps me in those ways. And I feel
what does dyslexia mean to you?
So dyslexia, I guess the more common way that people kind of view it is like, oh, you read backwards, which is kind of true, but also not. Like for me, I have trouble comprehending, like in a math class. Like I'll sit there, take notes, and then be like, what was just said? I don't know. Like I completely forget. So it's kind of like reading comprehension and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I really wanted to do a podcast to make awareness, because if you struggle with a learning disability and you get the help that you need, you can be successful. But it's just, knowing that what you have, because a lot of people are undiagnosed with it. So, yeah.
Have you ever struggled with remembering your set list or your songs or anything like that?
So, yeah, always my set list. I always have it like written down so I can like see. And sometimes I like go over it. I'm like, oh shoot, I missed a song, and my band's like, oh, I guess we're playing this song next, But for me, because like I remember songs like melodically more, like I'm able to remember my lyrics, because to me it's more like muscle memory of like, oh, and I sing this note here and it sounds like this, So yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave you with this. I want you to come back on the show, and I want to hear that soulful side of your voice. Mm-hmm. It was a special part of your voice. I want to hear it. And I know you got it in you. So
yeah,
everybody give it up for Christy Huff. Come on.
Let's go.
So let's get somebody else up here so we can keep the show rolling.
Please welcome to the stage,
You guys are great with these.
Sunshine James.
Sunshine James. All right. So Christy's from Arizona. I'm from Arizona. You guys are from San Diego. What?
Crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Crazy. Tell all those people that say country music is only in the South what country music means to you being from the West Coast.
Oh, that's easy. A lot of the things that Darin touched on earlier, the values of it, the songwriting of it, it's real. I think also, as Christy said, Arizona's Western. And a lot of people don't realize about lots of California. California is one of the largest agricultural places in the world. And also it's a huge military place. So where we grew up, it's like we have almost every branch of the military. Sure, if you walk down the street, it might be hit or miss in terms of whether or not somebody's a big country music fan, but they're fanatical. Like the people that love country music out there are fanatical. They're very patriotic. They're very, very value-driven. So it was a natural fit.
Very true. What about for you, man?
Yeah, man. There's just small pockets of Republicans out there. So I don't know what to say.
That makes sense.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, in all seriousness, it is very hit or miss out in somewhere like California, or at least from the southern part of California. But it was something that we just grew up with through our parents and through our mom. And from there, you actually have what's funny about it is the community is more tight-knit than maybe some other places, because it's so divisive and it's so hit or miss. And so, it's just what we grew up with.
I need to touch on this for just a second, because I was talking to a buddy of mine who's actually an Oakley rep, and he is from San Diego, moved out here. I got to connect you guys, by the way. Great guy. He told me something that I never thought about. You just grow up in it. You don't really think about it. And it's actually exactly what you said. And in the South, or wherever you're from, like if you're from the South, like it's just a way of life. Like being, a country music fan is just who you are. Like you grew up on a field, on a farm, whatever it might be, and your daddy had a tractor, and you just You listened to Hank Williams growing up, and you know what I mean? And then you rebelled and listened to rock. Being a country music fan, specifically in San Diego, and on the West Coast, it really is, like you said, you find your people, but it kind of is. I'm gonna just say it because I don't give a shit. When you're a fan of country music, or if you're a Republican out there, it's so much different than it is here, because you have to fight for your life, your schools that you send your kids to, and all these things. Everybody's against you, and so you form a community of people that are really, really passionate. And honestly, like, I'm just gonna say it, it means more. It means more out there, because you're actually fighting for your life every day and arguing and disagreeing with a lot of people that think that you're wrong. I mean, I grew up, when I went to San Diego, people told me I was racist because I love country music. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what that means, dude. Like, it's just crazy. It's a different way of thinking out there. And so you really have your back's against the wall kind of from the get. So, I don't know. And then you move here and you're like, you just accept it. But, yeah, I'm glad you said that, man, because it's something nobody really talks about. You have to fight for your life out there.
Like Kevin said, it's a big military city, and there's the Marines, there's the Navy, there's special operations, there's the Air Force, Miramar Air Force Show. I mean, it's amazing out there. So, and it's just a melting pot for so many other parts of the country that come out there, and there's just a lot stronger community than people realize.
For sure. All right. Well, speaking of San Diego, we got Sunshine James up from this.
Another zoner.
Also from Arizona.
I don't know what's going on tonight.
Who's picking this lineup, dude?
I promise.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah,
Everyone's
it's
from Arizona.
Unbelievable. Everybody's from Arizona.
He's not a racist, but he is a statist. And
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
if you're from Arizona, you can get on this show really easily.
Holy shit.
If you're from Arizona, he'd love to have you on the pod.
Sunshine also wrote last night and made it happen. So just by coincidence. So everybody give it up for Sunshine James singing his song Wild Wild West.
There's a little bar in Barstow where the buck bunnies drink. Them cowfolk in Colorado get higher than you think. From Tucson to Tulsa, where Whalen's still the king. It's 2 for 1 and 2-step into a western swing. 'Cause the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. California, Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. Amarillo moon and a million stars that makes a man this cowboy's heart. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. Well, them outlaws in Oregon still outrun the law gun. Rivals in Reno still racing that sun. The Chevrolet in Santa Fe that made me feel like John Wayne, letting my wild horses run. 'Cause the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. California, Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. Amarillo moon and a million stars that makes a man this cowboy's heart. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. We're all free from sea to sea. Something special lives in me. Don't expect, you'll just believe. But you know when you see that the sun sun still sets on a wild, wild west. Arizona to Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. 'Cause the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. San Antonio to Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. Amarillo moon and a million stars, they're made to mend this cowboy's heart. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west, yeah. On that wild, wild west. On that wild west. Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude. We're in Arizona.
Gilbert, Mesa, Apache Junction.
Shit, you got to meet Christy.
I saw, yeah. I was gonna ask her if she remembers when that town smelled like cow shit.
You said Apache Junction?
Yeah,
Like by
that's- yeah.
Gold Canyon, kind of?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. God, that's. I tell people, don't listen, but don't listen to me because it's gonna happen. But if you want to buy some land that's gonna be fucking worth a lot,
Please stop.
go to Apache Junction.
Please stop.
But no, it's one of those towns you go to, and I swear to God, there are still cowboys riding around on horses.
Oh, yeah.
It's the gold rush. You'll find it right there.
You go to the Mammoth and it's all horses pulled up next to side by sides now.
It's unreal.
A Ferrari every now and then from Scottsdale, but yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's
Damn
crazy.
it, Austin.
Yeah. Well, I am not from the very nice part of Scottsdale. But man, tell me a little bit. What a perfect segue, by the way. I want to just say I did not plan that. That was unbelievable.
like,
It works out.
that was
we
unreal.
get it. You're from
Yeah,
Arizona.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. Thank you, man, for representing the West Side, baby.
Yeah.
West Side. Tell us a little bit about you, man.
I'm Sunshine James.
Hell yeah.
I'm from Arizona. I've lived all over. Lived in Denver and Buffalo, New York, and Texas a little bit. Go Bills. It's not fun to say go Cardinals right now, but third generation country artist trying to make it happen. And when this fails, I'll just go be a terrible stand-up comedian and back to building houses.
Hell yeah. That
Don't
sounds
say
sick.
that. You kind of got like a Waylon Jennings vibe about you too. I don't know if it's.
I'm a
your hair.
poser. I love Waylon more than
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
stealing.
You look like. I feel like I'm looking at Waylon right now.
It's the hair, too.
Well, they claim him in Texas, but he became who he is in Arizona. Jesse Coulter's from where we are. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, love Arizona. Love the desert.
It says that you helped start a label and build a studio. Like, what were some of the biggest challenges in that process, and what have you learned throughout that process?
When someone's a greasy car salesman, don't trust them.
Give us an
literally?
example.
Yeah, I mean, just like I helped start the label, helped build the studio, and I was signed to a contract, and you know they promised a lot of things, and you build the dream, and then just not paying attention to my gut and thinking that me and my buddies could take control from this said person and do things our way, but just when someone tells you who they are, you listen to them and keep going. But yeah, I learned a lot about reading people and getting to know good and bad people, which is great to know when you go to Nashville, New York, LA, and Miami, wherever you go to chase a dream. But yeah, work hard.
Was it a label for your music, or was it like many artists involved in it?
There was 3 of us signed, and it started with me and one of the other artists and the car salesman. Yeah.
Did you sign an NDA or what? You can't talk
No,
about it?
I could talk a lot about
So we
it.
get some out of this. When was the first time you knew it was fucked up?
2 weeks into knowing the guy.
Sick.
So follow your gut.
Yeah, so it's on me. Yeah, I stuck with it way longer, but he was really good at getting us into rooms where we didn't belong and getting us a building and getting people to put in money that we never I could never get that money. So I just.
It's always the money guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The money guy is always, yeah. I always feel like, this might be crazy, anyone who like has a lot of money and doesn't do music and really wants to get involved with music in you, I'm like, why would you?
Yeah.
If you're good at money, why are you trying to get involved in the music side of things?
You know who Lou Pearlman is?
Oh yeah.
Go watch
Backstreet
that.
Boy Ruiner?
Yeah, go watch that documentary, and that was my life without the success.
Yeah. Or the choreographed dancing.
You know.
It's never the talent. It's always the money guy that's the snaky one.
Yeah, musicians shouldn't run businesses. That's a
Well, yeah, which is I'm not.
You got Screwed Perlman, right?
Screwed Perlman. There you
Perlman.
go.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call him.
Damn.
Send it to the group chat.
That's crazy. So, all right, man. So, yeah. What I mean, shit. I'm just kind of. I love your voice. I think you have a very old soul about you. You have. And by the way, love the look. You got the whole thing together. Great guitar.
Thanks.
You know, you
It's laundry
represent.
day, so
You represent Arizona with the turquoise.
Oh,
I not to be weird, but I do bring up, appearance and how you perform and how you look. I think it's super important. A lot of people come up, just with no style at all, no vision. And if you don't have a vision, like, what are we buying into, right? So I always encourage artists to have a vision. I can see you have a vision. And you got a voice, man. You got a raspy, just great fucking tone, great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you hit some notes at the end.
I would love to hear. I mean, I know you only get one up here, but I would love to hear some songs where he digs in, like he did at the end there, and really just fucking grabbed onto that thing right then there.
I know. We gotta. Do you live here, or where do you live?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we gotta have you back. Do you have any songs that like really push your vocal?
Yeah, a lot of the not that one. Not that one either.
Do you have friends
Those are
here?
slow, yeah.
Well, I'm already.
He's
not
at least
paid
got
him.
hecklers.
I'm already not monetized from Aaron. So what's what? Can you play us a verse chorus of something that really like a song that maybe scares you? Maybe one of those fucking ones that you said not that one. Maybe play us something that scares you a little bit. Let's do a verse chorus for us, all right?
There's a story of the songs about a good girl with no past, loving a free living man, loving little patience. She knows he'll come around. He always come back home, come sundown. I don't love the way I am, but know this now, 'cause I don't love like I should, but I guess if I could, if I don't leave, someday you'll see the man my mama raised me to be. Playing outlaws, getting old, and boys, I'm done. Found my smoking gun.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Buddy.
Good call, random friends.
Yeah. Thing with Darin is like you're a fan, dude. You're a fan, and you can tell when you hit something, you're like, shit, lean into that. I agree though. I was like, man, lean into that. That's a smash. Is that your song?
Yeah, it's a new one. All the new stuff, I'm really trying to push the.
Yeah, it's hard to do, man. It's hard to get up here, sing one song, and push your vocal. That's usually the song you sing third or last, right?
Yeah.
Like, but amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, very well done.
All right, brother. Well, so what was it like growing up? Where'd you grow up? And you were running cattle, or you're living around cattle? It smelled like shit.
No. At Gilbert it's the 5 C's. It's cotton, copper, cattle, citrus, climate. But now they've added a 6th one, and it's just concrete.
Hell yeah.
Gilbert was the #1 boomtown, I think 4 different years throughout the 2000s, and so it went from.
It's the new Scottsdale. I think it's.
It's Southern California and Scott. But it's things got to change, I guess.
That's crazy. Well, man, is Sunshine your real name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great name, dude.
Have you seen Remember the Titans?
I know you're lying, but you don't have to tell me that.
Sunshine.
My hair used to be down to here, so.
All right, what's the worst thing you've done that you haven't got caught for, or maybe you did get caught for?
I can't talk about that.
How many times have you been to jail?
0. I was a good kid growing up. I got. What did he say? Oh, cheated on my earth science.
Are these friends or haters? I can't tell after that.
That's the same thing, man.
Nice, yeah.
If your friends aren't hating on you,
Sure.
they're not real friends.
Holy shit.
Amen.
It was stupid shit in the desert, and then when I lived in Western New York, it was all backwoods and just drinking beer and throwing them out into the bed of the truck and cranking Travis Tritt and Nickelback and
Hell yeah.
feeling cool as hell.
Sounds
I
like
feel
we
like
should all do that tonight.
I feel like you've fucked up an Applebee's once or twice. You know what I mean? Like,
I've had the cops called before we even got into Denny's.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they
saying,
you guys.
yeah,
you
He's
guys
banned
gotta
from
They don't kick
Waffle House
anybody
in
out of
7
Denny's.
states.
They don't kick anyone out of Denny's, so if they didn't let you into Denny's, you were
Yeah.
on one for
They
sure.
say, you guys, we're not opening the doors till they leave.
Damn. That's impressive.
oh shit. Well, man, thank you for coming on. That song's A-listed, by the way. You made the A-list. Come on.
Thank you.
I might be a little biased. But no,
Yeah,
you got a great voice, great sound, and I'm excited, man. Lean into your roots in Arizona. Keep making Arizona proud. I'm proud to be from the same state as you. Give it up for
Hell
Sunshine,
yeah, brother.
everybody. Come on, give it up.
Good job,
Thank you.
dude.
Sunshine James.
When I saw
Wow.
the song was Wild Wild West, I was hoping it was a cover of Will Smith's song Wild Wild West from the hit
Yeah.
movie Wild Wild West, but it was still really great.
All right, who else do we have from Arizona?
Yeah, the whole show
Yeah,
is Arizona.
Right? Yeah.
The whole show is Arizona.
Collusion.
Yeah, you'd think I was a fucking California governor.
You know? Hey.
And it is Carrie Lacey.
Yeah. All right.
There is also a mention of scorpions on this list.
I know. I think
They're
somebody
only in
else
so
might-
many places,
I know,
so we're
I
going to
know.
have to dive deeper.
That's very true. So, all right, you guys, obviously, you have Country Rebel, but you have some other pages too, right? Like some other things. Tell us a little bit about some of the other stuff that you're involved in.
Yeah, I mean, when we first started scaling our business in country music, we had already been entrepreneurs for fucking 7 years, and so we had a model, and it worked, and so we just started duplicating that model. And I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give out of that, and they're all varying levels of success, because you can't be a master at everything. You can't go all in 3 different directions, right? And so our focus and where we put most of our energy is still Country Rebel, and we have other ventures outside of that are doing well. But
Rock
when
music, history, World War, aviation, just kind of
DIY.
niche.
Yeah, that's sick.
But one thing that we learned looking back on it is just like when shit's working, go pedal the fucking floorboard. Like you need to work 5 times harder, not let up on the gas.
It's so true. It's so true. We had Matt Ferranti, who plays keys, guitar, a couple different things for Jelly Roll, and we talked about Jelly and just kind of that next level that he hit, and he always worked hard. I mean, I remember one time my wife and I went to a New Material Monday at Zany's. This is before he popped off, and he was there doing comedy, just like randomly. Everyone's like, Jelly Roll's there, and Yellow Wolf's in the corner. I'm like, holy shit, but Jelly hit that gold mine, and he just, like you said, he did not let off the gas, and he's still not letting off the gas. I saw him like hosting the Tonight Show or some shit. But it takes that level, and you almost have to just double. What's the word I'm looking for? Like focus, like
Double down, triple down.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
10x down.
extreme focus on your craft. So all right, I'm gonna ask both of you guys this question. What advice from the business side of things would you give to these artists? Because a lot of artists are not business minded. They're all creatives, and they're not very business minded. They don't. When you say, "Oh, we have a model and we stick to it and it works," like a lot of artists have no idea what the fuck that means. So, what advice would you have to an artist? Because it is the music business.
Yeah. you got to realize they're in a business. It is a business, and you are the product, and your music is the product, and you're selling that product. And this day and age too, which is fucking crazy with social media and how everything is just about content and all these different things, you got to realize, like it or not, you're in that business. And so it's just kind of awareness, step one, that I'm in this business, and you just can't fight it. It's easier to swim with the current than it is to swim against it. And so you got to go where your people are. You got to do the things that grow your business. You got to come on the playlisted pod like this. You got to find out where your opportunities are, and you got to embrace it. And you can't be shy about it. And so, that's my advice.
Love that.
Can just add a little bit to that. I mean, all of what you guys have said. The other thing is, you don't need anyone's permission, and you don't need a break. You are the break. Like, go. And you may not be there yet, but you're going to get there by making mistakes. We had businesses for 7 years, different business ventures, before we ever found what our brand was, what our break was. But we didn't wait for anyone to give us fucking permission to get going.
Let's go. I'm fired up. I'm fired up now, ready to run through a brick wall. All right. Carrie, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Everybody, give it up for Miss Carrie Lacey singing her song, Hook, Line, and Sinker.
I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm straight up over it. Taking all that they can get, oh, it ain't nothing but some old bull. Shoot me straight, walk the line, just wanna get my name on a marquee sign. Gonna find a place to clear my head, gonna quit fishing out that old creek. All plug and chug's the name of the game, but it all just sounds the same. And if you don't do well, it all goes to hell, and you're the one to blame. They'll bleed you dry for what you're worth till you're knocked down with your face in the dirt. Gonna find a place to clear my hair, gonna quit fishing out that old creek bed. Those same old songs don't float my boat, they're spitting out from upstream. Yeah, every time we cross the lines, it makes me wanna scream. So don't waste a dime of your sweet time, it's one big damn machine. Hook, line, sinker. Oh, those same old songs don't float my boat, they're spitting out from upstream. Yeah, every time we cross the lines, it makes me wanna scream. So don't waste a dime of your sweet time, it's one big damn machine. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So don't waste a dime of your sweet time, it ain't like what you think. Don't drop a line and you'll be fine, oh honey, take it from me. Don't waste a dime of your sweet time, it's one big damn machine. Hook, line, sinker. Hook, line, and sinker.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Miss Carrie Lacey. Wow. Who are some of your influences? I'm very curious.
I listen to all kinds of stuff, but I really like blues music. So I love Bonnie Raitt, and I like a lot of old country. So I love Waylon. I'm really into classic like Southern rock. So I like Marshall Tucker Band, and I love Skynyrd.
Hell yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from California.
What part?
I grew up in Central. I know.
What is happening
all
tonight?
The West Coast people.
Holy shit!
I grew up in Central California, and then I moved down to San Diego.
God, what, dude? Come on.
Yeah. And I did track at San Diego State. Met my husband. He's in the military. Now I live in Virginia.
Tale as old
It all
as
checks
time.
out.
Right?
I mean, what is happening? This is wild. This is not normal. Honestly, I think we've had like 2 people from Arizona and California. Wow. I'm going to say this. The thing I love the most about your performance, and I like to look at everything as a performance, you did not overplay. You didn't oversing. You stayed in pocket the entire time. Your voice, your guitar playing is phenomenal, by the way. Your voice is unbelievable. And you allowed, which I don't think a lot of artists do, the crowd to come to you. You drew people in. You didn't try to get them. You allowed them to find out who you were. And it's a tough thing to do. I can tell you've played a lot. Have you played a lot of shows?
Yeah, I gig full time.
Yeah. So there's something about it where you can see somebody perform, and it's like, that was kind of that thing I was saying, like, come up on stage and just say, fuck it. And when you say fuck it, it's like, whatever happens, happens. People are going to like me or they're not. And I think everybody in the crowd, did you guys have a good time? I mean, that was an unbelievable performance. What do you think? Come on. Yeah. You drew people in. Very, very well done.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what branch of the military is your husband?
He's in the Navy.
Awesome. Any military out here tonight?
Nope.
Well, first of all, for your husband, thank you so much. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
My dad was in the Navy.
Cool.
And by the way, thank you for your service too. I feel like a lot of people, obviously thank the person in the military, but the sacrifices that you have made as his wife, thank you. So
Thank you. I
absolutely,
appreciate you saying
yeah,
that.
100%.
Your voice, beautiful. Absolutely agree with everything Austin was saying. You naturally drew in so many people and so much attention. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The song Hook, Line, and Sink. Can you tell us about the song? How did you write it?
Yeah, I did. Most of my songs I've written by myself, and that's one of them. Yeah, I'm actually pretty new to Nashville. It's like probably my 3rd time being here. So I wrote this song on the way home on a plane ride. And I was just reflecting on kind of like the representation on country radio. And it's not knocking like pop country. Like obviously that's great too. It's obviously not my flavor, but I do think there's a lot of really good musicians and artists out there that just you don't hear on mainstream radio, and it's kind of annoying because I think they're sick and they should get played on there, and they're plenty popular, but they don't. And so it's kind of what inspired the song. And then of course, like, it's kind of a monopoly over the music industry in general, not just country music. And I think you gotta push really hard to get your stuff out there, and yeah, that's pretty much what the song's about.
I love it.
I feel like it makes sense. Like I had the same question as Austin. Like, what were your influences? I feel like I hear that bluesy kind of sound coming out in you. What do you feel like your brand is?
I think like country blues. I definitely like outlaw kind of stuff. And I know there's women out there that do it, but I'd like to hear more of that because I typically listen to a lot of male artists, and so I think that's my brand is outlaw country blues music.
Do you have anything in your catalog that, or a favorite cover, that's emotional, that has pain in it?
Definitely, yeah, I do. I mean, I've written. Do you guys want to?
Can we hear a verse
Run
chorus?
it.
Let's just do it. Shit, why not? You
Run
guys
it.
have anywhere to be? Let's do it. Let's hear a verse chorus if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Make
Is
some
that
people
enough?
cry.
Are we gonna get enough of it by verse chorus?
I mean, it's a story song.
Shit.
I could play you one. Actually, It was actually the other one before I changed it.
Okay,
for the
do
third
that
time
one.
on
Just
you.
do verse chorus for us.
I'll do that one. That one's
Hell yeah.
That one's a better.
Sorry,
song.
Austin, I keep fucking you
Dude,
up.
you can do whatever you want,
No,
bro.
you're
This is
helping.
this is your show too. Come on.
All right. Do you want me to say anything about it? Or you want me to just?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Well, this one's called Louisiana, and I lived in Louisiana for a little bit while my husband was stationed out there. That's where I started gigging, and I lived outside of New Orleans, so like if you know anything about it, it's kind of it's definitely a good music town, but it's hard to kind of get in the scene there, and it definitely gets really rowdy in the bars, and if you're a young girl, it gets kind of crazy, so that's what the song's about. Anyway, it's called Louisiana.
I don't know where the time goes, but I'm sure glad we made it out here. Looking back, I hear the echoes of the music we played through the years. The nights dragged on, singing old songs about things I never believed. It wasn't wrong, but I grew weary standing there and playing through my grief. Louisiana, it was nice to meet you, but I grew tired of the way you treated me. And I don't know when, but maybe, old friend, you and I can mend the trouble that we had.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, I ain't mad. It wasn't all bad. You got me to pull my own weight from where I'm at. I see what we had, and I treasure each and every day. So Louisiana, it was nice to meet you, but I grew tired of the way you treated me. And I don't know when, but maybe, old friend, you and I could mend the trouble that we had. I don't know when, but maybe, old friend, you and I can mend the trouble that we had.
Golden buzzer.
A-list.
Hey,
A-list.
out of my jurisdiction, but that song's A-listed.
Yeah.
That's A-listed. Cue the sound.
A-listed. Wow. Wow.
Man,
wow,
it would be crazy if she met some guys who like really support the military from San Diego that could
love
help her
traditional
out.
country music.
Yeah, that love old school country music. That would be so crazy if she met some guys like that.
God, your voice is so it's unbelievable. It really is. Like, it's so soft but powerful in the same like sentence. I mean, it's just,
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm pretty blown away. You guys, what do you think?
Thank you, guys.
I did a golden buzzer. So
I mean,
I thought it was beautiful. I'm also like getting a little bit of like girl going nowhere vibe,
Yeah.
which I really like for you. I think that if you lean into, and obviously you want to have a diverse set of songs to put together a project and all that, but like lean into some of that sad stuff, include some like blues flavor in it.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna find a sweet spot in that.
Thank you.
for sure, for
Cool.
sure. Yeah, unbelievable. Do you don't live here, or do you live here?
No, I live in Virginia.
Holy crap! You just came here for the show?
Yeah, I mean, I Maybe got a couple other things going on, but
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Well, I would love to have you back. So next time you're in
Yeah.
Nashville, hit me up. I want to have you back. I want to hear more of your music.
Okay.
Is that song out?
It is the acoustic version. I actually have an EP coming out
Nice.
November 7th, and that one will be on there, and so will the other one.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited about that. Jeez. Unbelievable. Everybody give it up for Carrie Lacey. That was special. Yeah. Great job. All right, who's next? Who's next?
And next up, Chase Saunders.
Hey, Saunders, come on up here.
This guy sucks.
Holy shit.
We got a regular.
So are there any artists that you feel like, obviously nobody's gonna be like, oh man, I got, give you all the credit, as they should, but is there any artists that you feel like you really had some influence in their career, or anybody that you're super proud of?
I mean, we've worked with hundreds over the past 10 years, and I wouldn't want to, take credit for
I know you
anybody's.
don't. That's all I'm asking, though. Is
Yeah.
there anybody that you're like, is there any, you guys are
But-
so selfless, is there somebody that you're proud of that you believed in early on?
Yeah, I mean, you could tell a story of old TB. You want to tell that one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, so Tyler Booth, he's an incredible artist out of Kentucky. We met him when he was really young. I'll never forget, and I still have like one of his, it might be his most streamed song, but he literally wrote the lyrics like by hand on like an old spiral notebook, like sheet of paper that you like tear off. I still have it, but it was back like 2017, 18, but his dad and he were working very closely together, and I'll never forget, they told me like they were so nervous to even talk to us, and his dad had a full-time job at the time, later got into music, but they basically, like, he took off, he was on his lunch break, they took the call in a parking garage, and they were like super fucking nervous to talk to us and like be featured on Country Rebel. And we ended up debuting one of his songs off of his first EP, a music video for Hank Crankin' People. Went to over 1 million views. Local radio stations started wanting to play it. And next thing you know, he's already... That's the selfless part of it. We always feel like people have the talent and have the drive. They're going there anyways. Our goal is just to try to expedite that process or pour kerosene on it.
Yeah.
As we like to say, is like there's already got to be an ember there, and then it's just a matter of like, can we pour some gas on the fire?
I love it. I love it. Chase, are you ready?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I
Hell
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what song we're doing.
I don't know either. We got Mr. Chase Saunders. He is our first ever regular. He was on our first episode back in January. Blew us away. And he's now on tour with Sons of Habit.
Sons of Habit, that's right.
And he is crushing it and all in on the social media game, all in on his craft, and just super excited to see what's going on. So what are you singing for us?
Well, I sent you a list, man. No.
You can do whatever you want, man. You're regular.
Okay. Well, I've got a new one, or I've got the one that's coming out this week, or the one I brought on here and changed after some feedback. What do you think?
What's the best out of those three?
The best is the one coming out this week.
Let's
Play
hear
that
it.
one.
Let's hear
opinion.
it. Come on. Uh-oh.
Brother, won't you come on down? And won't you come on down to the water with me? And brother, don't you make a sound.
If we're caught out here rigging fishing line, couple of rods and a jug of moonshine, well, John ain't the kind of man that's taking no excuse. You might ask him for a little mercy, beg him for a little grace, but there ain't any use in us trying to run away. Johnny boy took his coffee black, Copenhagen in a bite of the jack. He got an old brass harp in a Kia G, just waiting for trouble like you and me. Got calloused hands running a 2x4 and a road nose guy working the door. I'll be damned if the man don't work anymore. We ain't got the sense to leave before we cause a scene. Johnny gonna let us go without taking a piece. If we end up letting loose and he hears us through the trees, this ain't gonna be no catch and release. Got chicken wire and no bear traps, bird shot in a burlap sack, but that fishing hole was the best in Jackson County. Don't know why you ever moved out here, cause you can't buy liquor and they don't sell beer. Then where the hell to get all that Jack Daniels from? We ain't got the sense to leave before we cause a scene. Johnny gonna let us go without taking a piece. If we end up letting loose and he hears us through the trees, this ain't gonna be no catch and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Late night moonshine a little, late night moonshine a little, late night drinking that moonshine. Late night moonshine a little, late night moonshine a little, late night drinking that moonshine. We ended up at the end of John's Holler. We set ourselves up right by the water and the sun was going down. So we got that moonshine out. Women rocks began to shake and move. We jumped right up and gave a howl at the moon. But we stopped real quick when we heard a zip and a blast from old John's shotgun. We ran out of there about as fast as we could. Kept on running till we was out of the woods. Ended up way out past the county line. Left a tackle box and 2 bait casters, but we couldn't hold our laughter, cause we still had a half a jug of that moonshine. A little late night moonshine, a little late night moonshine, a little late night drinking that moonshine. A little late night moonshine, a little late night moonshine, late night drinking that moonshine. Late night moonshine, a little late night moonshine, a little late night moonshine, catching me. Thank you very much. Thanks, y'all.
Hell yeah, Mr. Chase Saunders, everybody. Boys, well, I mean, I've said all I can say about this guy. What do y'all think about him?
What part of Arizona are you from?
Yeah, great question.
Kentucky, actually. Yeah.
Oh, Kentucky. Yeah.
The only probably East Coast side person here tonight. I don't know.
Nice. I thought it was great, man. You sound great.
Thank you.
Playing your ass off. You know, one of the things that I think everybody, and Austin's made this point a couple times tonight, like I think the unique perspective that Darin and I have is like, and one of our strengths is that we're not musicians and we're not artists, right? And so, as like having a fan ear, part of what I think everyone naturally does is go like, all right, what does this sound like compared to what I already like?
Yeah.
One of the things that stood out to me is like, I hear almost like a little Muscadine bloodline in there. Like I want to hear you like cover Me on You or like do that at least on like socials.
Oh yeah.
You know, like maybe and we love those guys. We've worked with them a few times.
Doing like a TikTok thing where I was saying I'm playing Muscadine songs until they let me open up for them, and they were liking them all and they were doing well, and nothing ever came from it, but it was cool. It was cool.
Smart
getting
though.
messages from them.
Smart and hungry. Yeah, I love that song. That was killer. You have a killer voice,
Thank you,
dude.
man.
And great energy, too. It was loud as hell in here. At the same time, you didn't back down from it. You weren't, you just dove in either way.
Thank you, man.
And then
Mr. Broadway.
And it was pretty redneck too. And then I looked down, and you're from Kentucky, so it made sense. So I love that.
I wouldn't say that I'm full redneck, but I do come from redneck. I'm redneck adjacent.
Let's give us a moonshine story. You got to have a moonshine story.
A moonshine story? The only moonshine stories I have are ones that I don't remember at all because we were way too hammered. Lighting off fireworks probably someplace we shouldn't have, or going fishing someplace we shouldn't have, or climbing something we shouldn't be climbing. Yeah, just there's a lot of them, and most of them don't end very well.
So I know a lot of your fans and your family and a lot of people in Kentucky watch this podcast. So I'm actually gonna look right in this camera, and I need some moonshine sent down from your family, or next time you go to Kentucky, we need to have some. So
absolutely,
can you make that happen?
Yes,
I've
definitely.
never had real moonshine.
It's rough.
Have you guys had real moonshine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's
I've
rough.
never had it.
You've got to. You've
Shout
got
out to
to.
Dave, by the way. Give it up for Dave. Come on.
Thank you, Dave.
You do.
Hey.
You have to mix real moonshine. I'm gonna sound. People are gonna make fun of me for saying that, but real moonshine, drinking it straight is
What do you mix it
a
with?
death sentence. Anything. I like Coke and moonshine, or just like you can do anything. Orange juice is good.
Cocaine and moonshine?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit. Sounds like a wild night. dude.
Stimulant and a depressant.
Yeah, I won't say anything about that.
So is the flavored moonshine doesn't count?
I get it. Yeah, it counts. You
I've
can
had
have
like the
flavored moonshine.
homemade stuff, but it's always
Yeah.
like apple or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got like the moonshine cherries and stuff. That definitely it
Okay,
does count.
that
It
counts.
does
Okay.
count.
I want some
yeah.
good shit, you know? I want
Yeah.
some good shit.
Not the store-bought shit though. That doesn't count.
No.
Not
Right,
old smoky.
right. As
I
long
want
as
some-
it's homemade, you know. Then
Yes.
I
I
want
guess
some-
you can make it as strong as you want.
Yeah, I want some shit from Kentucky. So
Yes,
maybe
sir.
maybe your mom or somebody can make that happen for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit what's going on in your life. What's new? What are obviously you've been on tour.
Yep.
How has that experience been?
It's been the tour itself has been the most intimidating and awesome experience of my life because you're just playing. I don't know. It's sold out venues, and somebody might say, "Oh, we were playing small venues, and you know, it's not an arena." But it's like when you're playing to 300, 200, 300 people, and they're all just like locked in on you. It is nerve-wracking. It's like an experience I've never had before, and it's taught me a lot. And it's been exciting. It's been fun. I've been playing all these songs that I've been writing on the road, and people seem to really mesh with them and like them. And that song I just played for you in particular, is the song I've been closing with every night, and that always goes over well. People already know the words to it, which is insane, and they've only just from hearing me play it and being at other shows.
And it comes out Friday?
Comes out Friday.
Nice,
Yep.
nice. Well, this podcast will come out in a couple weeks, so if you're here at the bar, get it on Friday, and if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to check it out. So,
Yeah.
man, we're proud of you here. You know,
Thank you, man.
you got family. We love you. You guys have anything else to say to Mr. Chase?
I would say, what's something that you think is advice that you could give to other artists out there?
Right now, I've been thinking a lot about the longevity side, and considering how this is going to be a career. And I used to not be business minded, and I've become very, very business minded within the last month, even realizing that this is something. I was like this, okay? So don't be offended by me saying this, but a lot of artists I feel like we might be entitled and we don't want to work. Like we just don't want to have a regular day job, which is fine. Regular day jobs suck. But we also have to consider the fact that we're starting up a small business. Like we are a small business. We have to work every day, probably harder than if we were working a 9 to 5. But the best part about it is that you're working for yourself. It's your life. You're the product, and you get to do what you want with it.
So what's your advice to them?
My advice, just put your nose on the grindstone, and who cares what anybody else thinks. Just keep working, putting out music, and never stop. If this is what you want to do, nose down, move forward.
Dude, I'm proud of you. We met
you, man.
like a year ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, not a year ago.
We
maybe
met a couple years ago, but we just became friends.
But you're doing it, man. I'm proud of
Thank you, man. Thank you.
One more thing on that same thing before you kick off here. When did you make that shift to realize I'm not just a musician and artist, I'm a business?
I'm still making that shift. I mean, every single day I try to fight, because the creative side, you need it, and it's so fluid, and it's comfortable for me, because that's what I've known my whole life. So every day I have to wake up and I think to myself, how can I continue the momentum from yesterday? And you got to be creative with your posting. You got to be creative with your music. It's still an ongoing thing, but recently the reason it's happened for me is because I've just had so many people around me who have either found success in the music industry or people who want to see me succeed, who are more business-minded and have just been feeding me advice, which is a blessing. So
Love that, dude. Well,
Good shit,
give it up for Chase Saunders, everybody. Come on.
Thanks, y'all.
Big things
Thank
coming
you.
from him.
Let's
Big
go.
things coming. So I know there's a lot of new people here in the bar, a lot of new people in the back, all over the place. If you are here at the Greenlight Bar and you want to perform, we have guitars. We got guitars. If you think you can sing, if you think this is like the music Kill Tony, if you think you can sing, put your name in the bucket. I know there's a couple drunk guys at the bar that think they can sing. Put your name in the bucket. Come on up here and see what you got. We would love to hear you. We got one more person. Let's get their name out of here. You want to do it?
Sonia Barkdale.
Sonia, come on up here.
I told you I was going to do it. We had a talk about the sad trombone, so I had to throw it in there.
That's so depressing.
It was a whole thing.
By the way,
That
Chase,
was
if
for
you
us.
didn't know, your song is A-listed. I mean, that's obvious. Yeah.
Pretty good for a guy that's not from Arizona.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I
Breaking
wanna-
the glass ceiling.
I want to take a quick second and thank the Picker app. They're one of our sponsors tonight. They've been a sponsor of ours since day one. It obviously takes sponsors to make this happen, make the show happen. So big shout out to them. Music is all about connections. So why is finding the right people so damn hard? Picker changes the game. Whether you need a studio, an engineer, a killer session player, they got you covered. And with their community board, you can network, post jobs, get advice from real industry pros. The future of recording is here. Download the Picker app today. If you're in the crowd, if you're watching on YouTube, please download the Picker app. Support them the same way they've been supporting this podcast. Country Rebel is one of our sponsors tonight.
Let's go.
I am going to give you guys a shout out though. They're giving away a TRX.
Hell yeah.
No. Big shout out to Country Rebel.
It would be
Just
a raptor.
follow them, support them. They support country music. They've gotten involved in so many young artists' careers, now big artists, and they're, like you said, God-fearing, military-loving, just good old boys. And if you like that, follow Country Rebel, support what they're doing. It's one of the best sites that you can support.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. It's gonna cost you. I'm gonna bill you guys later. So, I do have a quick question. I'm sorry. I know you're a part of this conversation too. There's a lot of country music. I guess Instagrams and brands. Is there any beef? Like, do you guys know who runs some of those? And is there any I don't know, turf wars or shit that you guys?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm pretty competitive by nature, and just I think over the years, country music has been seen as more of an opportunity than a passion for a lot of people, and so that kind of pisses me off a little bit. And so, when it comes to inauthentic kind of brands and opportunists, that kind of gets under my skin a little bit. Not that, anybody's got a stake or a claim to necessarily be the only one or be the person or the outlet or the brand or whatever, but it's just, I don't like it when people are there just because it's an opportunity to monetize or build a business and
You think some of it's clickbaity?
For sure.
100%, and just, yeah, it's just exactly what he said. It's opportunist. It's like, oh, there's, all these crossovers happening and all these big artists coming into it now. Let's just jump into it for profit, not for passion. And it's kind of sad because that's not what country music's about. It's about stories, it's about songs, about like believing in what you're singing and the connections,
For sure. I think, do you think that sometimes, or maybe hopefully, as you guys grow and continue to grow and have grown, people will look back and see what you've done over the years and the history of your brand and realize that it's a little bit deeper than just a flash in the pan? Or do you think everybody's just kind of looking at what's hot right now?
Doesn't really matter what you've done. It's what have you done for me lately? And it's kind of the tough part, the sad part is, kind of that killer business mindset is more of just what's hot right now. And, the past doesn't have as much weight as what's being cooked up right now in the future.
So, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I would add to that too, like the real motherfuckers know.
For sure. 100%. Sorry, I apologize. I'm just very invested in this conversation right now. What's next for you guys, and what can we be excited about for Country Rebel? Obviously, you said you have that killer instinct, that Kobe mentality. You guys are competitive. What is next for you guys that's going to set you apart, but that you're ready to come, and be the best?
Yeah, I mean, throughout our journey, we've always, just like I was saying before, went with the flow and the opportunities and the people that wanted to work with us and wanted to build relationships with us. And at the same time, we didn't necessarily come from a music industry background, and we've done a lot of trial by error and hitting our heads and learning the hard way on the whole back end of music and distribution and how the whole business works. And so for us, we've been pivoting into the creation side and being less of a media aggregator and curator and more of a media creator. And so being able to work with artists on the creation side and doing more production is super rewarding, because then we're able to put everything that we have into songs and messages and people that we really believe in. And so
I love it. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I love it. Well, you guys are some of the best, so thanks again for coming on.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you,
all right,
brother.
well, we got Miss Sonia Barkdole. You ready? Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Barkdole?
You're probably like the first person that has pronounced it right.
He said it right, too.
Yeah.
Barkdole.
And just to add to the comedy side of this, I'm also from Arizona.
I
Shut
knew
up.
it.
Are you really?
I saw the scorpions and I
Dude,
knew
this
it.
is insane. This is the Arizona fucking episode.
Got a
Let's
scorpion
go.
tattoo.
Even smaller world, I'm actually from Scottsdale too.
Where'd you go to high school?
Chaparral.
Holy fuck.
Isn't that where you went?
Where we
I
grew
was
up,
supposed to go
Chaparral.
there.
You were supposed to go
I was
there.
supposed to go there. I moved to San Diego.
So did you didn't go to high school in Arizona?
I was gonna go to Chaparral.
Okay.
My brothers and sisters, my mom went to Horizon. My dad went to Saguaro. I was supposed to go to Chaparral. We went to San Diego. So I went to high school in San Diego. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Holy shit. Do you know Noah Silver? He's here. He went to Chaparral. He was the only other person from Arizona on my show from Arizona. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2022.
Yeah, you're a lot younger than me. Holy shit. Wow.
I don't know if it works the same way in Arizona, but Chaparral was like a delinquent high school in San Diego.
Really?
Okay, kind
Yeah,
of.
it was like,
Kind of. I don't know. Chaparral was very much a high school where you were either really rich or you were off your ass on cocaine.
Holy shit.
That's why he almost
doesn't
went
that also make you really rich?
there. Yeah.
No. You just
Oh my
You know,
God.
spend all your
No
money
one
on
thinks
it.
about the financial side of doing cocaine in high school. It's kind of expensive, and you don't have a job. Where is this coming from? Yeah.
Small world.
Okay, do you know my cousin Mackenzie Hendricks?
I do.
That's
I
my
do.
cousin. Let's go. All right, I knew we'd know somebody.
Crazy.
Holy. That's how young you are. That's crazy. And how old are you? You must be 20.
21.
Did you just turn 21?
In February.
Oh my God. All right, I'm asking too many questions before the show. All right, everybody give it up
She's
for
A-listed. She's A-listed.
Sonia Barkdole singing her song bullet through the Bible.
Arrow killed my brother, at least it damn near tried. Put a bullet through the Bible and watch the ashes rise. Turning wine into water, tears turn to ash. Fell down just like Paul, blinded by the blinding lights. Saw the Paul on that highway, 180 from fate. One more inch to oblivion, a midnight twisted blade. Cold single locks and 45s, I fear the reason I am alive. Someone else's sin is a place I've never been. Bullet through the Bible, see the chapters fly. Turn fear into revival, a simple goodbye. Smoking good and on the run, it pines for the crime. Crystal clear blue waters, but the surface ain't inside. Say that God's gonna cut you down, but the prophecy ain't mine. The visions only wander after all this time. You made your choices, but it's my life on the line. Rather stare down a barrel than do the sinner's time. Walking barefoot through the church they burn. Looking for the piece I'm missing, for the page I turn. Grace fell down like rain upon a barren mind, where the punishment was heavy, but the peace was hard to find. Bullet through the Bible, see the chapters fly. Turn fear into revival, a simple goodbye. Smoking good and on the run, it pines for the crime. Crystal clear blue waters, but the surface ain't inside. Crystal clear blue waters, but the surface ain't inside.
Sonia, do you live here now?
I do.
When'd you move to Nashville?
September of last year, so just under a year now.
Hell yeah. Did you drop out of college or?
So I do college part-time online.
Nice.
I still have Arizona residency, so in-state tuition.
Arizona State or what?
Arizona
Let's
State.
go Devils. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I dropped out for a year and then got back into it, just in case.
Very cool. Very cool. Tell us a little bit about that song.
It's kind of about how a lot of people go through really hard things in their life where they feel like it's ending. And maybe you're in a really dangerous situation, and it might be. And sometimes people lose faith in religion because of that. And they feel like that wouldn't have happened if God was looking out for you. And it was kind of about how I lost all of my faith in religion, and then I was put in a situation where I felt like I was going to die. And there's a reason I didn't. And so I wrote that song about regaining my faith in religion, and I guess it kind of is open to interpretation, but all art is, so.
Where, if you don't mind me asking, what was that situation you were in?
I won't get into it much, but I stepped in front of a dangerous situation, like I said, for somebody else, in order to reduce the risk of actual harm happening, and luckily it worked.
Wow. Is there anything more you can tell us about it? Sorry to dig.
It was just like, you know how sometimes things get a little too out of hand and emotions run high and people get angry, and I guess long story short, somebody pulled a gun out and I stepped in front of it because they weren't angry at me.
Wow, that's crazy.
Have you shared that as part of? Is that song out on?
No, but it will be out on September 12th.
Okay, September 12th. Have you shared any of that messaging as part of the song?
I mean, a lot lyrically, yes, I play a lot at a small bar in Franklin, and I've talked about it quite a bit there. But haven't really started any of the social media side of it. I've posted it once, and people seem to like it, so I figured I'd record it.
I'm just saying, like, everything that, you know, everything you're talking about right now, like the moment of just explaining it right here is so tender and authentic and true that it's just so easy and to connect with. And I think that's what you have to bring with the release of that song.
Yeah, I think a lot of people become really afraid of telling some of the stories behind their songs because you feel like it's just yours. But what you don't know is how many other people have been in the same situation, and you think you're all alone, but you're really not. And I think music's a great way of kind of explaining that.
Sure.
Let your voice be heard.
Yeah, and I know.
To his point, reveal more than you're comfortable with.
Yeah, and I don't mean to like keep prying, but I just feel like you're wanting to say what you're not saying. So I guess my point is like, obviously, by the way, my favorite part of that song is the chapters flying. You get that visual. It's so cool. It's such a cool visual.
It's the same visual that's going to be on the merch.
Nice.
There you go.
What church did you go to in Arizona?
I actually grew up Jewish.
Nice. Okay. Very
so
cool.
I didn't really go to church. My dad was Christian. My mom was Jewish. So I more leaned into the Judaism of religion. We weren't a very religious family, though. Yeah. Hanukkah Harry is not a thing in my family.
Hanukkah Harry.
But, yeah, so I didn't really grow up super religious. I kind of told people I was agnostic because being ignorant is believing that nothing is out there. But also, none of us know exactly what it is. You can speculate and you can believe in your faith and all of that, but everything that's written is, you've never seen it with your own eyes. So why would you speculate what is true and what's not?
So my question for you, obviously you're 21 years old, you have a lot to live for. You don't have to explain that moment to us, but what was it about that moment that made you realize, man, there is something bigger? Was there a sign? Was there a feeling? What was it about that moment?
Now that I'm 21, I can tell you.
Okay.
This is the womp womp part.
Oh.
I actually, I spent a full week either pretty much blacked out on alcohol or in my bed and just didn't do anything all day. And I felt like garbage. But I also felt like, why, basically? It was like, why did that happen? Why am I here? Like, what is the point? And my brother came in my room and was like, do you want to go to the gym with me? And I was like, no. He was like, well, you're going to go to the gym with me anyways. And after that, it was like, well, that kind of became my life. And it gave me a feeling of purpose, like I had purpose. And it kind of turned everything around in my head.
So you were blackout after that event happened?
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
drinking
I was
heavily.
definitely abusing alcohol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try to like pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, what the heck happened last night? You tend to feel pretty poorly, I'd imagine. At least I did. And yeah, it took a lot out of me, but it also did turn my life around.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Well, I agree with Darin. I think as uncomfortable as it is to talk about, I think some of the coolest parts of our life and some of the coolest, a song that took me 8 years to write about my parents' divorce was one of my best streaming songs, one of my most successful songs, went #1 on iTunes, and it was so fucking hard to write about because it was very personal, and it took me 8 years to do it. So share that story, be real, be authentic about it, and I know it's not comfortable, but this is the business we signed up to do and share this side of our life. that's just what it is.
When you also have the right mindset already, it's like you think this situation is so unique to you. I'm the only person that's ever been through this. Somebody else has been through something similar. Maybe not, obviously not the exact same circumstances and not the same people, but like somebody else has been through it and they're going to see that and they're going to draw inspiration from your story.
Yeah, unless you're sharing it word for word how it happened in your song, like everybody can relate to something in it.
For sure. Also, who's whipping a gun out in Scottsdale? Like
Everyone.
like what the
Did you not see the AK-47 march in Old Town Scottsdale?
No, my biggest joke about Scottsdale
grew up in
is
Arizona?
there was this gang in Scottsdale, and it was all these white boys. And when I moved to San Diego, I went to a rough school. I'll tell you later what school.
Chaparral.
No, no, I went to a real
La Jolla.
No, I went to a
Torrey
I went
Pines.
to a real. I went to a real rough school, and coming from Scottsdale, it was hilarious. But my biggest joke about Scottsdale gangs is, man, watch
Come to
out.
San Diego.
I'm a slash you with my daddy's black credit card.
I don't think you can be in a gang if your dad has a
there was a
Lamborghini.
gang in Scottsdale. I'm like, you
There
know,
were a few.
but it's hilarious. They're
Yeah.
fucking rich white boys, and
Well,
it's
and
like,
they would steal
good
cars
luck.
and then
Yeah, good luck.
Why
Go
can't you guys
home.
just join a frat like every other
Good luck.
weird white dude?
Fucking unbelievable. Go live in North Nashville.
That's
for a couple
crazy.
days.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sonia, I'm excited. I guess if I have any advice, I'm excited you're from Arizona. I'm glad you're from Arizona. I'm glad you're here in Nashville. Own being from Arizona a little bit more, your music, your style, everything you are, and then dive into those stories and the pain and that we saw it here. We heard the pain. Dive into that and just own it. I think you have a bright future. So very excited.
Agreed.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, give it up for
Thank you.
Sonia
Let's go.
Barkduel, everybody. Come on.
With the support squad, shout out to the boys.
Absolutely. We got a bucket, all right? Let's hit the music, Dean. We got 347 names in the bucket. All from Arizona.
Mr. Zach Adkins.
Zach Adkins.
Zach's
here?
still here? All
Oh,
right.
nice.
All right.
He was ready to
Shit,
go.
he's ready to go, dude.
Yeah.
He knew his fucking ticket was on top.
He's
Here
behind
we
you.
go.
Okay, we have to ask: are you just a fan, a supporter?
Well,
You don't, no pressure.
to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of Kill Tony.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Kill Tony.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
And that's my girlfriend right there.
I meant of Sonia. Yeah, there you go.
Sonia just played, and she told me about this, and I was like, it's a music Kill Tony? I was like, that sounds kind of scary.
Hell yeah. I love it. Well, get set up, man. We'll give you a second. All the years you've done Country Rebel, what's your most proud moment? And with that, what legacy do you want to leave over the next 10 years?
Most proud moment is Lee Greenwood being able to produce our own acoustic version of Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA,
So
which is
sick.
just surreal to be able to be part of that in some small way. And so,
Shout out to Kim and Lee. They're the most genuine people you ever meet.
So basically being part of that, and I think big picture is just being part of culture, and the country and everything that's going on, and it's been going on for years now. It's a culture war in my opinion. So, and the more that you have messages that are about peace, about unity, about America, about patriotism, about supporting military, the more that you can push that out there through as many channels as possible. And maybe you're not going to make all the difference as being one artist or one media brand or one outlet or one voice doing that. It adds up. And so I think being part of that voice and having some voice in that is something I'm most proud of for sure.
Yeah, really just the icing on the cake there, just being unapologetically country, being unapologetically patriotic, and, staying true to what our brand is, staying true to country music, and that's what it's all about.
What's your most proud moment?
That was a good one. There's a lot for different reasons. That's like asking
Eating
somebody.
sushi with me and Jason.
That's
I
up
was
there.
there too.
That's my
in
most.
San Diego.
That's my
I
most,
talk about that all the time. As like
Shout
my
out to
favorite.
DJ 30 Rack real quick. We
Yes.
gotta give we
DJ
gotta give
30
him a, we
Rack.
gotta give him a shout out. Shout
my
out
DJ.
DJ 30 Rack for the best sushi I've ever had in my life.
Dude.
Was it the best sushi you've ever had, probably?
Hey, I caught one of the bluefins.
I
so-
know
Yeah,
you
I was
did,
gonna
but
say
I
you
mean-
guys are
So
fresh
let's-
off the
let's
boat
give me
that
some
day,
credit.
right?
Give me
Yeah.
some
It was
credit.
ridiculous.
But it was
But yeah,
his-
we love you. We love you, Jay.
Yeah,
Jay,
yeah.
we love
All
you.
right, all right. But real moment.
Yeah, that was a big one. Working with Lee Greenwood, we had aspired to do that for a while, and it took years to really bring to fruition. Having Randy Travis out to our property was pretty darn special. Working with Travis Tritt, partnering with Justin Holmes, who's an artist that we actually have a record label style partnership with to produce music now, is a pretty proud moment. So I think those all rank up there.
Awesome, man. I love it. All right. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's get it. What's his name? Shit. I don't even, where's the paper?
What's my name?
What's your name?
What's my name? I don't know.
What's your name again?
I had
Zach.
to abuse it for you.
Zach?
Zach
What's your last name?
Adkins. Zach Adkins.
Zach Adkins singing his song. What's the song called?
This one's called Room of Vices.
Room of Vices.
Room of Vices.
All right, everybody. Give it up for Zach Adkins singing his song Room of Vices.
All right. We ready? Well, I came across the letter you wrote for the day when you would not be around. And as I read, I recalled all the pitfalls that you had warned me about. All the poisons and toxins to use when the world gets heavy and you start feeling down. But the one that rings is taking a drink for so long that you start to drown. That you start to drown. And I'm singing to this room of vices, too fucked up to ask what God's advice is. I don't reckon I could call just to talk, so I'll take my homemade crisis and sing it to this room of vices. Now the burdens of the best of my blood sits behind my beating, sleep-deprived eyes as I'm tugging at the wheel, fighting the tears, trying to ride that long white line. That long white line. When I'm beating the strings and talking about things you'd have told me would turn out fine. Hope my voice can reach past the tops of the trees and all the stars that you cause to shine. That you cause to shine. Am I singing to this room of vices, too fucked up to ask what God's advice is? I don't reckon I could call just to talk, so I'll take my homemade crisis and sing it to this room of vices. I'm singing to this room of vices.
Zach Adkins. Where you from, man?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. All right. What
Yeah.
part?
Somerset.
Where is that?
Pulaski County. So, you know Bowling Green?
Yeah.
So about hour and a half east of there.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
Cool.
I just keep pointing
It's
at
like
Chase.
southeastern. Yeah, I know Chase over there. You're
Perfect.
from Kentucky. Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're dating Sonia?
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. How'd you guys meet?
Oh, look.
You said what?
I said look.
Let's
but,
go.
No.
Oh,
That was an
shit.
adorable
No,
answer.
Very nice answer.
No.
You guys are cute as hell.
Well, thank you. Oh, that's her, but not me. No, we met because I was out in Mesa, Arizona, actually. I was living there for a year. And I know it's fucking crazy, isn't it? How the fuck? I was living out there because I was going to school I do production and stuff. So I make other records for other people. And one of my friends was like, hey, there's this artist you really got to hear. She's really good. And I hear that a lot, you know, doing stuff for free for people. So I was like, yeah, right, you know. But then I showed up that day and we did the little demo that we did, and it was with some of her friends and some of the people I knew. And I thought, man, she's cute. And so I was like, well, let me keep you producing your music, you know. I was like, let me keep you around.
Yeah.
And so we kept hanging out, and I guess I was slick enough to figure it out.
That's awesome, man.
It worked out well for Mutt Lang and Shania Twain. So the
Right.
producer artist thing did pretty well for them.
Right. Yeah.
So, who are some of your influences, man?
Man, growing up, I grew up in churches and stuff, Baptist raised and stuff, so that was all that. But nowadays, it's mainly Jason Isbell and Tyler Childers and those sort of folk.
Yeah, I heard that. Zach Bryan? You like Zach Bryan?
Oh, yeah, I love Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of shit going around about him recently, but back in 2020, I found him, and I was like, man, this guy.
Wait,
I
what's
love him.
going on about it? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, we don't need to get
He
into
seems
that.
like such a great guy, right?
Right.
No, don't people love his personality?
Yeah, everybody. No, there's no.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
check Whiskey Riff.
No, yeah. Yeah, your boys.
Yeah, Country Rebel over there.
No, man, I heard a lot of those influences, Zach Bryan a little bit.
Yeah.
My only advice is, how old are you?
20.
20?
Damn.
Crazy. Hope you're not drinking.
No.
Just be careful with the tone, especially on those types of songs. Your pitch, you know, you gotta be right on it. It's the way that those guys sing it's their own style, and you know, it's unique, but you really have to be careful because you're going to the like you're doing some crazy shit with your voice. So just be really careful. It sounds laid back, but it's not. They're like very vocally fucking on it. Very vocally trained. So every day work on those runs, work on that shit. That's my only advice.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
for a music that sounds laid back, it's not. They're I promise you, those guys are training every single morning, every single night, multiple times a day. They're doing their runs to make it sound laid back and lazy like it does. But that's kind of my only advice. What do you guys have to say?
I didn't know what kind of voice we were gonna get, and I was surprised at the softness and the laid back style of the delivery, and overall I thought the song was really clever. And what's the backstory on the song?
Well,
because you're only 20, right?
yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna scoot this up closer because I keep slipping down this trying to get up to it.
So what are the vices that you've had to deal with up to this point?
Yeah, I know. 20 years old. What fucking vices?
Moonshine.
Where we come from, you could have a lot done by then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I think
Verona's 18.
I think I understand what you're saying. Well, you know, I grew up in a abusive household. There was a lot of people were just violent. My parents were violent towards each other, and alcohol was always a big part of that. Both my parents were in AA and NA, and they raised me, you know, don't do these things. So we go to church every Sunday, and You know, they tried to keep me from that. And my dad got real sick. And, you know, that was 16 years old or so whenever I kind of came to terms with what that was. It's multiple sclerosis, if you know what that is. And he was really far onset into it. So that was hard to deal with. And I turned towards things that don't help. And then he passed away about a year ago. And, you know, I just, that one came out in about 15 minutes because, to be honest with you, I was pretty messed up. And,
so you wrote that after his passing?
Yeah, pretty soon after. And, you know, it's just, it was a reflection on the things I was taught versus what I've chosen to do.
So, how have you turned your life around? Obviously, you seem like an amazing young kid, man. I'm excited. First of all, beyond the music, beyond all this shit, you seem like just a great person. So, how have you chosen to take what you've learned as a young child and seen and turned your life around?
Well, there was a long time spent as a younger kid, and when I say younger, I don't mean like 12 or 13. I mean when you get the age to where you can kind of conceptualize things in a way that you understand all sides of it. And to be honest, that's a very lonely feeling when you reach that age and things are bad, and there's nobody there to relate to. I didn't have brothers or anybody that knew what was happening in my life, so I always came back to music, and it was I'd find songs. That's why I love Jason Isbell so much. I'd find songs that made me feel a little less alone in life, and like there's a brighter future ahead. And so I turned to all that, and you know, I just want to offer that back to what it was giving me.
I was just going to say, it's clear that you and Sonia have a very special bond. I think,
certainly,
you know, a powerful thing about that is leaning on each other and also like turning your pain into your strength.
Yeah.
And so I think that you guys have that connection to be able to do that for each other and, you know, lean into that, you know, like really sharing that story. I'm sure you've got other songs that are inspired by your journey and by your path to this point. And, you know, also I was kind of hearing kind of the same, like Zach Bryan, almost like that new vein of country music that's kind of poetic. But one of the things that also stood out to me about that song was like, I felt like I could sing the chorus after the second time. And I think that's an underrated thing. It feels sometimes oversimplified, I think, to some people that are like true musicians. They want it to just be this poem that nobody can fucking interpret.
Yeah.
But I think there's also value in like, I can sing the chorus by the second time you sing it. Like I can sing along to that.
I can be a part of this.
Yeah, I mean that was a big thing to me, honestly. I like Zach Bryan a lot because of that reason. But I mean, so many songwriters like that. It's just.
Can you? I don't know if you remember, but can you read me the lyrics to the chorus, or do you remember the chorus?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard to.
Well, it's I'm singing to this room of vices, too fucked up to ask what God's advice is, and I don't reckon I could call just to talk, so I'll take my homemade crisis and sing it to this room of vices.
Cool. As a songwriter, the only thing I would say is, I'll take my own. What was it? Something call.
I'll take my homemade crisis.
There was an all rhyme. What was that?
On the chorus.
Sorry, I know we're diving into this song.
Too fucked up to ask what God's advice is.
Yep. Next line.
Next line is, and I don't reckon I could call.
Yes, that.
Just to talk.
Yes. Yeah. So I would say maybe something about the alcohol. That's the only thing I heard is I wanted one more because it just sounded a little weird in the chorus. I don't reckon I could call maybe something done alcohol and then finish it with those last two lines that rhyme. Just the call kind of came out of nowhere. I think you can add one more line about
Yeah,
maybe mention the alcohol. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, I said that in the first verse, so that'd be a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just as
I'll
a
take it to the
songwriter.
drawing board,
I was just hearing that. I wanted that one more. I didn't reckon I could call alcohol, whatever, in all rhyme, and then finish it with the last part. But
also rhyming vices with advice is really good.
For sure.
Like that, I was like, oh damn, I didn't know that many things rhymed with vices.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I wrote that one a while back early, and I only started songwriting a little while ago. So
that's good.
That was me just fucking throwing shit at the wall. And
hey, it worked.
I appreciate that because I thought that one was cool.
It's some Eminem level. That guy can rhyme anything with anything. So it was good.
Yeah.
Rhyme with silver.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What anti-disestablishmentarianism.
What rhymes with orange.
Yeah, he could do it.
For a bucket pull, man, I'm excited. I think I'm excited for both you and Sonia. I think you guys have some really exciting shit coming up. Just congratulations. You're a fucking awesome dude. And
I appreciate that. I'm
rooting for you. And so I think everybody should get excited about Zach Atkins. So,
oh, thank you.
Give it up for him. Boys, we went a little over time, but thank you for doing this. Is there anything you wanna leave people with, leave the podcast with?
Thank you, Austin. You're the freaking man, dude, and you've been hustling, and we've been watching your journey and your grind, and just admire and respect you, and a family man, and
boys.
And Dean the Machine.
Dean the Machine.
On the machine.
Thanks, guys.
Back here. So awesome, man.
Done the other one.
I hope everybody can appreciate, the show that you guys have put on here today, and your team here, and we're just grateful to be a part of it. And so thank you to all the talent and the amazing songwriters and musicians that came up. No, it takes balls. It takes, something especially to come up here in front of us and everybody. So grateful for that. So thank you, guys.
Of course. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Love the show. Same shit. Thank you guys for having us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And, just to echo the words from earlier, no matter where you're at on your journey, we've worked with artists that are just starting out to, some of the highest levels in industry. Don't wait. You don't need a break. You are your own break. And just keep grinding. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but fucking hit social media hard and be authentic to yourself. Be vulnerable on social media and really, don't hold anything back, and you'll get there. Give it up for AB putting this together.
Guys,
give it up for Dean the Machine.
Give it up one time.
And the Playlisted Pod.
Thank you, boys. Let's go.